What up, y'all? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue. You know me? I don't think you do. I am the number one momsy. I'm queen and I'm crowned bee. Check my money box. The earth mother surrounds me. I dance and rain falls all around me, and I protect my clan with my gifts from God, and it grounds me. What's up? It's Wada Wada. This is the weekly Oracle guidance reading for the week of August 17th through the 23rd. Wow, this year is flying by. So glad that you all who are able are here and can join me. I'm just going to make sure that this is actually showing up on Facebook as well as YouTube. Not quite sure if I did this right. It's my first time with the live on YouTube, and I'm hoping that there's no lag. I tried it a few seconds ago and had to restart everything because I lost connection trying to share things afterwards. So bear with me for just a moment. Okay, so it just posts a link. It doesn't actually show me live. So I'm just going to check the sound. Okay, so the sound sounds good. Okay, so it just posts a link. It doesn't actually... Alright, so I was hoping to be able to see it as well on Facebook. Let me just try one other thing here, and then I'll go ahead and get started. This is a positive energy this week. I hope that you all are in your greatest of spirits. It's been a tough year. But I feel like what's happening now as we're shifting into this Leo energy is that we are getting one with ourselves. You know, we are getting into that inner diva and being able to bring that out into this world and really amplify our effects and our influence in the things that we are lining up with are becoming very clear and very strong. And so what we are going to look at this week is the new moon and how that being in Leo, while Sun still is in Leo, and us then transiting into Virgo with our Sun energy, how is that all going to affect us? Because Leo is very much about analyzing and determining if I'm doing the right thing for me, and Virgo is very much about implementing the things that you learn in Leo season to determine if these things are indeed the right things for you. So I have not been able to figure out how to make it be visible on Facebook as well as here. I know I did it once before, but it is what it is. I am not as into the technical things as I used to be, so that's just how it goes. I'm trying this one last thing. And so for those of you who are catching the replay, I will put a timestamp in here to show you where the reading actually begins. It's not letting me do it. Alright, so I'm happy with this. I do feel like the stream here is stronger than the stream is on Facebook. So that's positive. I'm going to change your view so that you can see the cards, and then we will begin the reading. I'm just going to make myself smaller here. and we can then get into these cards. Hey. All right. So I did already pre-shuffle some cards. We have here the cards that are going to reflect what the new moon energy is bringing us. We have the oracles for the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. So I am going to apologize right away because I don't know that I know how to check your comments. And so if there's anyone out there who is commenting, then I will look at it afterwards and then respond. So what does this new moon have for us? Again, we are looking at ourselves with the Leo aspect. Leo is very personal, very individual, very in regard to who I am, making a statement and standing in your truth and not letting anyone else falter you from your truth. Maybe except for your parents or someone to that nature. They do tend to really hold on to the guidance that they received from the people who brought them up, and so that will play a big part in things. However, with this current energy and with Leo also being in the moon as well as the sun, I'm seeing like the lion looking itself in the mirror and, catching its own reflection. But I'm seeing that lion who is so used to strutting around, being big and being strong, looking at itself in the mirror and then going, I don't want to be strong today. Can't I just lay down and be the lion? Why do I have to exude so much energy? And then the lion is of the understanding that without it protecting the whole jungle, that the whole jungle is vulnerable. And that weight is weighed heavily upon that lion. And the lion is then looking at itself and saying, because you're a leader and you have to take lead. But in all actuality, the lion realizes that everybody needs a break sometimes. And sometimes you need a team of leaders instead of you being the only person who is here to lead. So, that being said, who's on your team? What does your support system look like? Are there people who are readily available to you, who you can call on for help? If you are the leader, you have to have a pack in order to lead. So I feel like this energy right now is going to have you analyze your pack. How strong is your pack? How strong is the system that you have created around yourself? How strong is your foundation? How strong are all the systems that you have built that help define who you are in this current time? So let's go ahead and see what Moonology cards and what Archangel cards we have for this reading. We have new moon. A new start is coming. So perfect. This is exactly what we're speaking on. This means that you are to start something new. You are to get into that new space. You are to create something beautiful is either coming your way or you have created something new that is going to be so fresh and so clean in this current energy. Prosperity lies ahead. So for many of us, this new moon, it says in Taurus, is going to be very 3D for us. It's going to allow you to obtain a lot of new things or maintain things that you thought you were going to lose. This is the money aspect, and it is saying that that aspect of your life is getting ready to be increased. So welcome that, hone in on that energy, believe it, see it, allow it to come to you easily and naturally. Your hard work is paying off. So for those of you who the prosperity lies ahead, it's probably why the lion is looking like, can I just rest? Can I just lay down for a minute? Can I just pause for a second? Because you've been working so hard and so diligently. It is that time. The hard work is paying off. But let's note that the hard work is paying off. Not the hard work will pay off, or not the hard work can pay off. It is paying off. So when we say it is paying off, that means one, it's paying off right now. And that's to urge you to continue to keep working hard, even when you want to lay down and you want to give up. I'm not saying don't rest when you need rest. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, I'm tired. I just need to take your break. You are due the break. But again, as we spoke about last week, don't pause for too long. Make sure that you get back up and you get back in there, because slow and steady wins the race, right? So you have been steady plugging and plugging and plugging and plugging in, and it's getting ready to end the road of having to do so much work, because I feel like the new start is coming, and the new start is going to be the development from all of the things that you created while you were doing the hard work. And so prosperity lies ahead. The rewards are coming in. You are now going to be receptive and receiving the fruits of your labor. So kudos to you. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So this would be like a Ace of Wands energy as well. So we are in Leo. So Leo is also a fire sign like Aries. And so it's saying it's time to take action. This is not time to lay down. This is not time to give up, okay? So often we have reached the point of breakthrough. And there's like this funny energy that happens when you reach the point of breakthrough. It actually feels like some big wall. You got all the way down the path, through the wilderness, across the stream, and you got to this big behind mountain. And when you get to that mountain, it's like, I'm tired. I don't feel like climbing up no more. I'm looking like this is not the Price is Right, and I'm not a Lodito, right? It is not time to climb the mountain. I don't have a chisel. I don't have nothing else in my bag, but you do. Sit down while you take your break and open your bag of tricks and see what's the one last thing that you haven't done, and put it into action. It's time to take action. Look at, I've done all this work. I've got myself to this point. Make it now a starting place. If you quit looking at it from the aspect of, I've been plugging, I've been working hard, and you decide to say, okay, that's this. I did that. Now, what do I need to do going forward to make what my mission was from the beginning complete and active? So let's say, for instance, what I'm trying to say is, if we just change the aspect, I did this, crossed all of these T's, dotted all of these I's, it's looking good, and now I feel like I should be at a position to where I'm able to receive. But what else can I do to sort of change gears, to change the energy that I am utilizing so that it feels like something fresh and new is happening? What can you do to help yourself to change gears, to create a new start and a new action while still working on the same goal? Make it fresh and new to you so that you can keep pushing forward on the same project but with new energy. Okay, so what do the archangels have to say to us in regard to what we are going to experience and what we need to do during this new moon. The new moon does start tomorrow, the 18th. So, there's always those periods, the few days that the period that leads up to the moon and the period after the moon, where still the energy is coming in and it's going out and it's still prevalent. So you can definitely start this today and start your week off with the new moon energy and focusing on it. Light a candle and make sure that you set intentions as to what you want this new moon in this week to bring you. We have crystal clear intentions from the Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So you're encouraged to make a decision. What have you not done in your business plan? So if you started a new business, you've acquired all of the things that you need to, say, market yourself. You set up your social media accounts. You've started letting your friends know, yeah, I got my products in I don't know. Did you create a budget plan? Did you say, I want to earn this much money by this date, and set up a plan of action to do that? If you set up the plan of action, but you haven't done the other stuff, marketing and then it's your time to do that. There are always pieces of the puzzle that we really didn't consider when we started the vision. And so go back through what you have done to figure out what you haven't done. Set a crystal clear intention that this portion is going to now be your focus, and you are going to set a date and say, this is when I want to get this done. For those of you who maybe it's a relationship or you're manifesting love or something to that effect, you can't necessarily put a date on love because there's another party who's involved there. However, you can say, I'm going to start now showing up at this location, or I'm going to start taking a different route home from work so I can see different people. I drive by the same people every day. I'm going to start doing this today, and I'm going to see what people this brings into my life, or what people I'm able to touch or reach out to by just doing this one thing different. There's something that you can do that's very small and very simple that will change your whole sort of in-game results as you are navigating this week. Creative writing from Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So if you haven't been reading anything, this might be a time, again, for business. Read a book, take a class, do something, that helps you to be more learned in your business. Write down those goals, set up that projection that you want for your business. If it's something in regard to love, are you loving yourself properly? Are you looking like the person who you want to attract? If not, what is it that you're not doing that you should be doing that you can change right now? Start writing it out. Then also you can write out how you see your future, how you see your relationship, so that you know your partner when they present themselves to you. If you already have someone and there's new milestones that you want to create in your relationship, then start writing that down. This moon is saying, be very clear about your intentions and write them down. Then we have relationship harmony. Archangel Raphael. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So for those of you who have had sort of some havoc or some arguing, bickering going on in your relationships, it says that this new moon is an opportunity for that to end. So again, we speak on the relationships and writing out what we want to see in our relationship. Oh, I'm so thankful to the Most High, the universe, God, however you write it out. I am so thankful that my relationship is so happy, full of joy, and so peaceful. I am so thankful that my partner and I engage with other couples in such a beautiful manner. I am so thankful that I love his children and he loves my children just like we love our own. Just write these intentions out as if they have already occurred, and if you're already feeling them and seeing them, and then of course when you are reading them to yourself over and over, feel that energy, feel that pleasantness, feel that wonderful vibe that reading these things that you have wrote down brings to you and brings to your life, so that it may come to you just in that manner. And the last card is prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So again, what is your highest priority? If you feel like you've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's in your business, and you feel like, okay, it's saying a new start is coming, but the prosperity is lying ahead. What gets you to the prosperity? Are you focused more so on helping and not monetizing? Maybe you need to change the focus just enough to say that monetizing is just important as helping, because I got to eat too. I got to live, and my family has to be taken care of and things of that nature. So what have you not prioritized in your business? What have you not prioritized in your love life? What have you not prioritized in your life in general? Has the home skills, taking care of home, the yard work, have you been putting off painting this, or throwing out this broken couch or this broke down chair, and you're feeling like you're living in a state of lack? Or what have you been putting off that you have not made a priority to do? It is time to make that thing a priority in your life, so that everything else can get in line where it's supposed to be as well. So that is the message from this new Leo moon. We're going to take a look at this week's energy and see what information we should be focused on in the beginning of the week. So from the Reiki card deck, we have be compassionate. So it's funny that this card keeps coming up during Leo season. Many Leos are not looked at as the most compassionate beings. They are really frank and to the point, and I don't know how you didn't figure that out and get it together and come on and let's do this. And they actually really don't mean any harm in that nature. However, they do not like to see anybody else down on themselves, and they sure as heck ain't trying to be down on themselves. They like to be feeling fine in the sunshine and let's go and let's get it. So anything that someone else is allowing to show as not being resilient, not being tough, not being strong in their life, they tend to kind of be like, girl, boy, if you don't get over that, I don't even want to hear about it anymore. I'm tired of you talking about it. Let's go. It can be a little bit harmful to your relationships, the way that you can come across as uncaring. So with us all being in the Leo energy right now, there can be a lot of short, quick conversations where you're not quite being considerate of the other's feelings like you normally are. So you want to pay close attention to the way that other people are feeling. At the same time, Leo is about self, so you don't want to disservice yourself at the same time. Make sure that whatever compassion you are having for someone else, you have held a string of compassion for yourself too. Like, I am considering your feelings, but I'm also going to consider mine. I can't allow you to cause me to have a setback. So let me let you know, soft and gentle gloves right now, blah, 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 blah. And I'm still about to go on, and I'm still about to do what I need to do, how I need to do it, da 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 da. So if you're going to come, you're going to come. But, let them know. And let them know as gently as you can. Still in that Leo spirit. But just try to be a little extra understanding in the beginning of the week. Because I feel like Leo's energy is going to be saying, let's get it, let's go. And there's just going to be some people who don't have that spark, who haven't stepped into the energy space and don't have the ability to just be like, yep, I'm out here, let's do it, woo, woo. Come on, girl, let me hold your hand, let me take you by the collar, let me pull you by your ear, come on, let's get it, let's go. And help them move on along if you can. And if they can't, don't throw a fit. Don't tell them off. Don't act a fool when you gotta walk off and you gotta go do you. Just let them know gently, or just walk off without saying nothing. Because we did say for Leo is sort of that time where they are being tired of reminding somebody who they are and how to deal with them, and da 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 da. It doesn't have to always be said. So if you just gotta walk off and let them do what they do, just go on about your business, okay? The affirmation that we should be enacting into our lives, for the beginning of the week is celebrate life, the number 43. So this is a 7 card. This is a beautiful card. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. So there's that compassion again that you're going to have for everybody. Understanding that everybody has their own set of things that stumble them, that keep them from walking in the energy that says, let's get it, let's go. And so if you just celebrate and respect the fact that not everybody can come straight into the energy like you can, then it'll all just be that much more pleasant for you. It'll keep you from being frustrated. It'll keep you from being tired. It'll keep you from being worried if you just be like, I love them and I know they're gonna get it together one day, and if they don't, I still love them and I'm just gonna have to go on about my business. We're going to take a look at what is possibly blocking us from being this nice, sweet, compassionate person other than this fire Leo energy in the beginning of the week. And what individual aspect might we be facing? Entrapment. We have a 7 card again. We got 7 and 7 right here. So, entrapment. Some of you are going to feel boxed in by other people not getting up and having the ghost spirit and doing whatever it is that you all probably originally planned to do, said you were going to do, things of that nature. And you're going to feel like every single time we get to blah, 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 this person chickens out, or this person doesn't come through or doesn't show up, right? So we talked about that in the beginning before the reading really started, when I was loading up my camera, like, who's on your team? What is your team looking like? Are they people who you can count on? If they're not, then you might need to look at rearranging their position or their importance. Take a look at that prioritize card that we saw for the new moon and maybe rank them a little bit lower in the priorities. A lot of us try to bring people on board with things that we are doing because we see these things as great opportunities, not just for ourselves, but for other people. But sometimes other people just can't really get the gist of how great it is for them, especially if they're people in your immediate circle. They think like it's great for you. It doesn't mean it's great for me. Sometimes they're even willing to try, but don't know how to put much effort into it because either they're playing follow the leader or they just don't really know what to do with the opportunity at all. And if you have people on your team who are playing follow the leader and you, big strong lion, are the giant, then you have to be willing to teach. You can't feel like I always end up having to do everything myself and feel like you're trapped. You're going to have to take some time out and be compassionate to the fact that they just don't know. They just don't know how. They just don't know when. They just don't know what. And you're going to have to show it to them. So maybe this is something that you might want to prioritize, is sort of the to-do list or, the honey-do list type of thing, whether it's in business, personal, or love. If it's in business, then, spell it out in word form, exactly step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, in order for you to be able to delegate some of these tasks so you don't feel so trapped. Some of you, I'm feeling like the entrapment is coming through words and conversations. So again, that writing things down so that it can be read might help. Although, don't be texting people. Text is usually shorthand and taken out of context. Make sure that you are leaving an opening at the end of the document for questions and answers, and being open to explain this aspect, not yourself, right? We ain't explaining ourselves no more, but explain what you need from them in order for whatever it is that they need to get done so that you can do your part, or so that your project can move on, so that your relationship can grow. You're going to have to probably take some time out, be compassionate to the fact that they just aren't getting it, and then explain it to them. And be compassionate when you are explaining it to them, that we're not going to shoot the information at them, and we're not going to bark the information at them. We're not going to be cold when we are giving these directions. This is going to be very soft and gentle and come from the heart as a way to help them and help yourself. So what are we looking at in the middle of the week? Removing negative energy. Wow. So for those of you who this is really got you in a negative space, if you really are not enjoying some aspect of your life, people, person, places, things, jobs, careers, finances, how do you remove the negative energy? What is causing dead weight? What is taking up too much space? What is not allowing you to move forward? These are the things that you are going to have to take a look at. And you will very easily be able to probably spot these things if you are writing stuff down. If you're keeping that tablet and that pen with you at all times, and write stuff down as soon as it happens. This just happened. It made me feel like this. How I reacted was how I want to react. Is if this is something or someone who you want to continue to be dealing with, or what I need to do to remove this is this. If this is a person, place, or thing that you do not care to continue having in your life. The affirmation is number 36, abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. So, abundance of what? We ain't about to be thankful for an abundance of negative energy, right? This isn't something that I can be thankful for. This is something that I need to eliminate and I need to remove. So one way to do that is to be thankful for all the good things that you have in your life in abundance. If you are prosperous and you know that you have prosperity in abundance, show thanks. If you have love in your life in abundance, show thanks, right? So if there's an abundance of emptiness, then how do we transmute that into something that we can be thankful of? You can be thankful because you have an abundance of free time to yourself, time to meditate, time to work out, time to do all the things that you love to do. So make sure that you are thankful for the things that you have in abundance. But if they are things that you want to change, then we've written out the aspects for this new moon in which we want to change them to. So this is just reminding you to be thankful for what you have, how far you've come, and everything that you've got. But it's time to transmute those things that are not serving you into things that are more purposeful and things that you can be more thankful for, and that they can bring bigger and better abundance of positive things into your life. So what blockages are possibly contributing to this? Sexuality. I think this has come up ever since Leo has been in the sun energy for sure, and could have been showing up in some of that Cancerian sun energy. And I feel like there's only one person in this picture. This isn't a sexual relationship, right? She's number 4. This is being stable and sure in who you are, which is what Leo is known for. Let's be clear. The new moon energy comes and goes, and this Leo sun energy is fading fast. We only have about 5-6 days of this energy that's really going to continue to be strong before we move on to the virtue. And so you have to acknowledge and be one with your self-worth. We spoke last week. I hope that all of you were working on your root chakra and getting really connected to your bodies and getting a greater understanding of how it feels to really be you, and how you are resonating with yourself. Are you taking care of yourself the way that you want to be? I feel like this sexuality speaks to you balancing your yin and your yang energy, your masculine and your feminine. Are you putting all your energy into work and not any energy into self? Are you putting all of your energy into spaces outside of where you rest your head and not taking care of home? What's it look like around you? What's in your energy field? How many blockages can you see in your living room? How many blockages can you see in your bedroom? How many blockages can you see in your car? How much stagnant energy is really around you, so that you're not receiving your true vibration, so that others are not receiving your true vibration, so that you're not getting that back and forth energy, that going in and that coming out energy. Are you able to bounce this off of anyone in your vicinity? If not, you need to go out into a space where you can strut your stuff. Whether it's lunch break and you dress in your best suit for this day of work, and you're going to take a walk downtown to the coffee shop in your stilettos. Whatever it is that you need to do to bring the love for self energy up, it is time in the middle of the week to focus on that and to say, I am who I am. Maybe you're not being grateful for yourself. Maybe you're not being grateful about the abundance of thighs you have. Maybe you're not being thankful for the abundance of a beautiful smile that you have, the soft eyes that you have, Look at yourself in the mirror and show you the you that you want to show to your significant other every day. That face that you want looking back at you every day. Be that lion. Let the sun and the moon show those reflections to each other so that you can grow as an individual. You can increase your own stability, your own security, and who you are, and go out in the world and make a statement so that it's undeniably you. That was loud. At the end of the week, Master of Trade male. So that speaks to me when the moon was saying that prosperity is on its way, because tangible things, earthly possessions, and we saw that it was in Taurus, Leo being masculine energy, it means that you've actually mastered something, and that's why the prosperity is coming into your life now. It just needs those last few things tweaked out during this week so that you can set yourself up into the receptive feminine portion of this masculine work. So he's a master of trade. So if you have been working very diligently, as that new moon suggested, on something, you've gotten yourself to the position to where you are going to be the guru of this. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of people coming to you for your advice, your expertise, and things of that nature. If you don't really feel like being bothered, it's going to be a time where you are going to have to activate that compassionate energy and make space for these things, because they are only things that are going to make you greater. So be very careful with whom you are putting off this week. Make sure that you're not allowing the negative energy into your space, but those who are bringing positive energy and positive light into your world, you need to be open and welcoming to these individuals, persons, places, things. Let's see what affirmation we need to recite at the end of the week. We have the 24 card, the third eye chakra. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. Okay, so applying things in your life is making them come down from the knowledge, from that third eye, and down into your life, right? All the way down into that root that focuses on your sexuality. So you have to have a certain higher knowledge about yourself. Like, you have to say you feel like ain't nobody been checking for me for so long, ain't nobody tried to hit on me. Where is your wisdom lying at? Have you been being seen? Have you been keeping yourself up like you normally do? Have you been moving around, or have you been focused on your business or focused on whatever it is you have been focused on, to the point where you haven't paid any attention to outsiders? And so you're going to have to be wise in regard to how you are looking at yourself and how you are looking at your things. Because, again, this male energy that we saw, new moon in Taurus, and with things being in Leo, which is very masculine. This is especially important for females who are listening to this reading. You don't want to come off too strongly to people, too masculine. It's okay, right? Maybe that's why the lion is saying, can I just not be the big strong one today? You are wanting to be the soft, gentle one, the one who receives the cuddles, the one who is being able to just allow itself to be free and let things be taken care of for you. Although you have been encouraged to continue to push forward It's saying push forward in a different aspect. Push forward in some energy that's not going to make you feel so tired, right? Because the male aspect of things is work smarter, not always harder. So take your feelings out of things and remove yourself from the situation and look at it plain as day so that you can evaluate it correctly and then attack it with masculine energy that is wise. Okay, what could be blocking you from this week? Ooh, alchemy. You not feeling yourself? This is the wrong time for that. We have so much fire, Leo energy. Again, when I always see this card, I always think about the book The Alchemist and how he went off somewhere thinking he needed something outside of himself in order to be great. You need nothing but yourself. This is just that reminder that you are the man. You are the man. I can make anything happen. I can make anything I want come to me. And the moon is saying that prosperity is on its way. So I know that if I continue to keep plugging away at this, all I have to do is change the aspects of how I'm looking at it and what portion of it I'm focused on right now so that I can make it feel like something brand new, which then opens up a whole new road of opportunity in this same venture with me. Again, whatever aspect you need to apply it to in your life, apply it. You are the alchemist. We cannot doubt ourselves. We have to be wise about who we are and recognize that this opportunity is not coming to us just for any old reason. I'm deserving this. I manifested this. And my wise mind is knowing that it's for me. I am worthy. I am deserving. So make sure at the end of the week you are reminding yourself that you are deserving. I almost feel like for some of you, you're going to not believe that you created this, that something or someone else made this happen for you when you in fact made it happen for yourself. I'm feeling like I need to pull a few of these Sun and Moon Tarot cards and the Earth Magic cards just to see what is stopping your alchemy, what is stopping you from creating, what is stopping you from being the magician and getting out there and understanding that you have the power to create what you want in your life. Stack has already been shuffled, but I'm being called to just shuffle it because the cards, when I was shuffling it, were jumping out. Yeah, they are jumping today. They really wanted to talk. He said, get that out of there. Yeah, these cards are doing a lot today. It was weird when I was shuffling them. There kept being cards that were turned over that weren't visibly turning over. And I'm like, how come I keep seeing the backs of these cards? And they were just wanting to say something. So let's see what they say, and then we'll be on our merry way. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hope that this reading does help get you through your week this week. I'm going to pull 2 more cards, please, from Sun and Moon Tarot. Thank you. Should you want your own personal reading, please visit me at ZenMothersGarden.com. One more card, please. This one is being very particular. Okay. So we end up with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is the interference card in this deck. So suggesting that someone is playing puppet master. So I don't know if I feel like I don't feel like you are being puppeted though. So I feel like maybe the interference card is coming up because you are too focused on what somebody else is doing or what's going on around you, or trying to help somebody else to help yourself. You don't have enough energy focused in on yourself and the things that you need to do. Let's see what other cards have come up. We have Death, which is the rebirth card. So we have the Eight of Fire, and we have the Star, the Eight of Fire, but I'm seeing fire in this card, right? So Death, the Death card. Worry, Five of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, so we were just speaking on this. This is the Alchemy card here. We were already told there's a new beginning and you have to make clear intentions. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that your intentions aren't clear. You know that you want to stop doing things the way that you've been doing them, but you don't know yet which way to go. So you don't know how. And so you're allowing it to give you that type of pause that's slowing down your progress because you're becoming worried about the next move to make. So we have the Star energy here, which denotes Aquarian energy. And so with the Aquarius, again, we have that true individual nature that standing up against the odds, the rebel energy, right? And so I feel like you're like, I know that I need to do something different in order to shine. How do I stand out amongst the rest? How do I take myself in a field or a playing field where there is so many other people doing what I'm doing and allow myself to shine? How do I reignite this fire in my new relationship? Or how do I, in my old relationship, how do I ignite a new fire in my old relationship? How do I make this person who I'm so very interested in see me in a relationship type light? Maybe for some of you, I'm hearing that you've had that long time friend that, you know, you have been spending a lot of time with, that you haven't really made a move on, that you want to make a move on, and you're like, how do I do this? How do I do this without ruining the friendship, right? And so you have to learn how to work your magic. You have to learn how to get out here and beat the drum. You have to stop being afraid of yourself. Leo energy is the perfect time for you to step into this, because Leo is not afraid of themselves. They are not afraid of letting the next person know who they are, why they came, what they up to, why and how, in fact, that person should react to them doing what they do. So you need to really grasp this energy while it is here. Take this bull by the horns. Look at yourself in the mirror. Give yourself all the pep talks that you need to gain this Leo strength, so that you can move forward. I feel like in these past weeks, we've really been working up to this. And I feel like what this moon is trying to tell you is that The time is now because the energy is getting ready to shift greatly. And when you go into the Virgo energy, you're going to be looking at what you did and how you got to where you got to. It's not going to be so much about getting to where you're going. This is arriving at your destination. And did you end up short? Did you surpass the finish line? Did you at least, stretch the tape out a little bit and get there, but not quite break? This is your week to change your course of action so that you can break the tape, that you can cross the finish line, so that you can not only cross the finish line, but come in first when you're doing it. Because Leo gonna be first, okay? Me first. What you thought? So make sure that you are definitely understanding that you are magic and that you are the alchemist, and only can it come to you if you know that it can. So the Death card is enhanced by the Lover's card. We saw in the Moon energy the relationships are being repaired, right? So I feel like death and rebirth, the old way that you and whatever person or thing that you have this kind of negative energy relationship with, that's about to die. You're going to have a newfound way of looking at things, a newfound way of dealing with a person who causes you anxiety or frustration. I feel like you're going to know how to alchemy, how can we say that? Use your alchemy to transmute this energy into something that is going to be positive moving forward. So I don't know what exactly you need to do that, but write down the way you want to see this relationship in the future again, and step into that energy, and then allow what needs to be done in order for that to happen to be done. So whether it's a relationship with you and your business, like, I love my products, but I really hate having to sell stuff to people. Find a way to learn how to love selling. If you're going to do product demonstrations, if you're going to send stuff to people and let them tell you how much they loved it, something that's going to bring you back positive reinforcement, figure that out. If you're tired of having the same old argument with your partner or your mama or your kids or something like that, if your kids ain't listening, they don't want to make up a chore board, set up an allowance system, something, allow them to have something to look forward to so that they can get into the energy space that's going to encourage them to get in alignment with what you need them to do. Whatever it is that you need to do, this is really a time to kind of transmute the energy. The Leo sun is looking at the Leo moon. What part am I missing? What did I overlook? What did I not see? What did I not touch that I can do to make the change in the environment around me, the people around me, the business that surrounds me? Whether you built it or you're just one of the pieces of the puzzle, you still have the ability to create action that causes change. So the Star card is enforced by the Six of Cups. So in the Six of Cups, we see it here that this is the pleasure card. And so I'm hearing the question, why is my light not shining as bright? Sometimes being the person who helps the next person do better, feel better, obtain more, actually brightens your star. I feel like in these past few weeks we've heard that that's something that we need to do, that we are being encouraged to do, is to shine light on others so that your light then in turn will receive what it needs to grow bigger and better. This can refer to an old person who you used to deal with coming back to your life. Sometimes this person does not have good intentions. In that case, if this is something that you know, you are going to have to remember that you are the star and that you shine bright, and you are going to have to allow your light to beam over any and everything that they say or attempt to do to try and break you down. This is where you're going to have to be compassionate with yourself, not let their words or their ego bother you, because you are the star. And not only are you the star, but you help those who are in need around you. And if you don't help those in need who are around you, how can you? You might be feeling like, I don't have nothing. I heard somebody just definitely say, I don't have nothing. You have something. You have something. You're here. And if you get into your alchemy, you will understand that you have everything. Everything that you need is within you. And once you get one with that, you can do everything that you are called to do. That's why this fell on the floor. I didn't look at it. That card was the deck description card. I should have looked at it when it fell. So let me pull one more card. Give me a second here. I know I'm doing this live, but it's actually feeling like go find the card that has that picture on it, because that is the energy that wanted to come out. Here we go. And it is the Sun card. So the Five of Pentacles, I just got like super chills, because when I look at this card, I see these two people hand in hand, loving and married and moving forward. And then we have these two people where one is desperately distraught, down and out and worried. And we have this person who's kind of hovering over them, who then is going to be worried about them being worried about whatever it is that they are worried about. These people are carefree. I feel like this speaks to the removing of that negative energy. Whatever it is that is keeping you worried, if it's self-doubt, if it's, again, that person who came in from old, who was a big hater and had something negative to say about who you are, what you're doing. If there's someone who's trying to dim your light, realize that not only are you the multiple stars in the sky, but you are the biggest, the brightest star. And don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't be worried about people not receiving you correctly. That's what Leo has been encouraged to stop doing in this current time. Stop being worried about how you are being received, and just do you. Just be you, because that's the really only true way that you can be happy. There's no need to let people know who you are, what you stand for. It's naturally going to be revealed openly and honestly if you are just being yourself. Again, those who are truly lovers of you are going to continue to remain in your energy space, and those who are not will go on about their business. But you will have your self-respect, your self-dignity, your self-love. Okay, so definitely it's going to be another aspect of that sexuality. You need to find a way to be feeling yourself before this energy space is gone, before this week is over. Whatever you have to do to get in the mirror, just to start on a new journey, that might be a workout plan to get your body into a certain way. Schedule an appointment if it's something that you feel like, I'm just going to go to the doctor and get that instant gratification. You know, I'm about to call this plastic surgeon, or Don't worry about if somebody else says you shouldn't do that, or I wouldn't do that, or don't do it that way. If this is the way that you have decided that you want to go about doing this, go about doing it this way. And don't let anybody falter you. Don't let anybody change your, don't be worried about what the other person is thinking. Now, if you're just worried because maybe the thing that you have to do in order to step into this place is something new and foreign to you, then you should know that if it's meant for you, and if the Most High God is bringing it to you, the universe is delivering it to you on a platter, it is for you and you are safe. So make sure that you're not self-doubting to a place that you are creating an energy that makes you feel like this isn't for me, or you're not deserving, because you could very much block that prosperity that is coming in, and you don't want to do that. You can block these things that are abundantly coming to you that are positive, and you don't want to do that. You want to definitely radiate positive energy and love and joy like the sun. And don't worry, be happy, right? That's what this is saying. Don't worry, be happy. All right? And the card that is enhancing the Magician is the Six of Wands, Victory. Victory is yours. I feel like at the end of the week, some of you will know that I did it. I did it. I did it. I didn't need anybody else. I didn't have to depend on anyone else. I did it. The people who are there that assisted you, you had to assist them to assist you. So you did that too. You're thankful for them. You appreciate them. You're so glad that you are able to teach them in a way that now, going forward, they can do those extra added tasks, and you can focus on something else bigger and better that's going to take you into a new direction. Victory is yours by the time this week is over. For some of you, you already got the notion. You already stepped into the feeling on Sunday, on Monday, like, hey, it's time, it's here. You felt the road open. You saw the new, you went up there and you said, oh, this journey ends here. And you turned the corner and you saw it wide open. And you said, this world is big and it's here for me to go out and explore. Whether I mess up or I succeed, I went out here and I did what I disconnected. Reconnection successful. We're at the end of this reading. Anyway, so victory is yours. Make sure that you are here to receive it. Make sure that you have gotten yourself in position to grab it and to have it. And just know that it's yours. Quit wandering around looking for something else to make you successful. You are the alchemist. You are the magician. You are the creator. And so I love you and I thank you. And I'm thankful to be able to bring you such a wonderful message. Just celebrate yourself every day. Let's go ahead and start these affirmations. This is the beginning of the week affirmation. So the energy for today says, I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. Respect and honor all life on Mother Earth. If you have pets, treat them well. If you see other animals, treat them well. I'm one of those people who, the fly is flying, I'm going to get my shoe. And I respect it, but it ain't respecting my space. Like when the totem pole comes out, I'm not going to be underneath no fly. And so let me help you go into the next life as something bigger and greater. I'm just saying. But I say that when I take it out of here. God sent it to me. He must have wanted you to go on to be something bigger and better in the next life. Goodbye, fly. So If we have plants, we need to water them. We need to make sure they're getting adequate sunlight. If we have animals, make sure that they got lots of water. Give them that bath. Take them to the spa. Let them get, and then, it's like the whole crew, right? Get the kids' hair done, get your hair done, make sure that you paint your nails or get your beard trimmed properly, get that new beard oil. Step into a power that says that I am beautiful and I am sexy, I am powerful, I am strong, and I'm going to own it. And I'm going to own it, okay? This is your week to own your beauty, own your power, own your magical abilities, own it. Know that it is only coming to you because you indeed created it and are deserving to have it. I'm out of here. I love y'all. I thank y'all so very much for tuning in to this reading. I will come back with daily energy readings, focusing on these affirmations and putting these weekly energies and this new moon energy definitely into action. So go light a candle and get your manifestation on. I will see you here again soon. I am Miss Indigo Blue. Talk to you again shortly. Ciao.